Hi, welcome to my allotment update. It's early June, got the month right, good start. I want to show you what I've been up to on my plot. So the most exciting big thing I've managed to do is make some space for a hammock. I've wanted to do this for a long time, so I have space for a hammock. Ta-da! Corner to corner, it's really secure. I used some scaffolding clamp thingy things. Yeah, so it's really nice and secure. And I've also taken up the slabs because I don't want people falling on them, because that's what happened. It was pretty upsetting. So I've taken the slabs up, just putting loads of sand down. So I've got lots of raking fun ahead of me, which is really fine. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with this. I've put all the slabs behind here. A friend wants them, but I just want to check with my son because they did say they want them ages ago if I get rid of them, so I just need to ask them first. So yeah, so I've basically taken up all these slabs. Really happy. I love the feeling just walking on sand barefoot and then on the grass. It's really lovely because I never get away or go anywhere, so kind of this is my spot. So what else can I show you? I've had a couple of almost ripe black currants. I've put my Cape gooseberries in here. I haven't opened this net up because there's not really much to show you at the moment. I haven't got any ripe ones just yet. Right, so around here, I really love what's going on around here. I've got yarrow coming, just about to flower. The other day I had a wonderful experience when I was just stood near here. There was a little chiff-chaff mum with all the chiff-chaff little babies, I don't know what they're called, sorry, fledglings, all hopping along here, screaming and shouting, making lots and lots of noise. And obviously being shown by their mum how to get all the grubs and all the little seeds off the dead hedge, and that was really sweet. They went on for ages and ages, and I just watched them. I didn't really want to move or come around here to do a video or anything because I didn't want to disturb them. So the snapdragon in this bucket is what I took off what I cut in the polytunnel. It was getting way too big. It overwintered there and the plant's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So let me show you what I've done in the polytunnel. I've just shut the polytunnel because it was getting really windy. So in here I've taken that staging down because the aubergines needed a lot more light. They were getting really shaded out, and I couldn't get more than one of these big buckets onto them, so I've decided to do this instead. So I've got my chilies here. This is one that a friend gave me and it's been flowering for a week or so now. The aubergine she gave me is also looking really healthy. They're a lot further along than my peppers and aubergines. A friend told me that if they flower before solstice, which is in about a couple of weeks time, you should get some aubergines. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll only get aubergines off my friend's one. I started them too late because the beginning of the year was incredibly really upsetting, so I set my seeds off really late. I've done a couple of cuttings here, but I think I might have let them dry out a little bit too much. Some penstemon and the beautiful rose in the corner, the rambling rose. A new allotment holder, potential new friend, gave me a piece of ginger, which is brilliant because I love growing ginger. And I'll probably have to pot it on soon. So these are my tomatoes. These are a plum tomato. They're a bush variety, and they just need lots of room, and they're just starting to flower, looking really healthy in there. I've also moved the potatoes. They were getting really struggling for light, so I've popped them here, and they've got way too much foliage on. Obviously I've not earthed them up enough, and they were getting a little bit stretched because there wasn't enough light there for them, but I'm happy that they're here now. So the astrantia, gorgeous astrantia that my friend gave me, thank you friend, is doing really well. I absolutely love these flowers, they're exquisite. This peony hasn't flowered. I have been giving it a bit of extra water, but I do remember the peony that's flowering prolifically took a couple of years to establish, and I do remember one year just seeing this kind of sort of flower buds that don't do anything. So I think it's just establishing itself, and I think next year I'll probably get lots and lots of flowers. But I just need to remember to water it, because this rose, which is flowering now, is probably really probably taking a lot of water from there. Come on, camera. So this is absolutely glorious, and it smells exquisite. So I have rose in this corner here, rose in the other in the diagonal corner across. So I've constantly got beautiful wafts of rose scent coming across my plot now, which is intoxicating, to be fair. So this lungwort is really taken over here, which, as I say every time, I'm really happy about. This blander, anemone blander, is a taller variety than the other ones I had, and I'm really pleased with that. So I'll just keep popping bulbs in. These, which I forgot what the name is, but they're a kind of allium. The bees absolutely love them. Absolutely go mad for them. Go all the way up into the flower and have a good feed. Foxgloves, looking gorgeous. The ones I transplanted aren't doing so well, but I'm guessing next year they'll be doing a lot better. This Jacob's ladder is looking absolutely beautiful, as is the allium. These snapdragons are just about to flower. This medlar's looking really healthy. This little peony is just about to flower. That was one that I moved from the other bed, and it's an older one, so it's flowering. It's not had too much of a shock. I think the other ones just had a bit of a shock. So these are the most incredible. I've never grown these before. I think they're flag irises, and I'm definitely going to be growing more of these. They're exquisite. Look at that form and those colours. Wowee. Oh, excuse me, I'm really pleased about that. This meadowsweet, it's behind the other one by the pond, obviously because I moved it and it's a shadier spot, so I should have extend the meadowsweet flowering season a bit, because they'll be flowering at different times. Very happy about this bed. It's kind of a mixture of wildflowers and bulbs that I've put in, and also the hollyhocks. And I moved some of the daisies, which are doing really well. I've done loads of clearing behind there, because there was loads of what's it called? Sticky willy. I don't know what it's called. Excuse me. Anyway, there was loads of that creeping across the hedge, and when it comes to your borders, it'll just drag everything down. Same as the other stuff that does that, the climbing stuff. That's just horrible. The knotweed. You really got to keep an eye on that, because it'll just grab onto your plants and just pull them down, make a right mess. So this peony is doing really well. This is an older one, one of the first the first one I put in. I think it's called Alexander Fleming, after the guy that invented penicillin. I think it is anyway. This penstemon is looking glorious. This is what I took a few cuttings from. I really hope I did them right, but I kind of doubt it because I let them dry out. The Sweet William's lovely, and it's got a lovely, really sweet, well, a very, very, very gentle scent. I mean, I can't smell it that well. I'm sure other people can smell things much better than I can. These lavenders are just about to start flowering. This is what it looks like from here. It's a really, really windy day. Everything on here is moving around. I'm actually glad I put stuff on this tree to pull the branches down and to try and protect the fruit, because I think, yeah, I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch, but I might get more than one plum this year. So yeah, this is how this is all looking here. It's really starting to get going. I've not done my hedges because there are so many little birds, little fledglings, and I don't mind. I'm just trying to get my plot looking more messy, not so manicured, because it's better for wildlife. This is what it looks like from around here. So these, I think they're called ixias. They're absolutely glorious. That's another bulb I put in the autumn. Such gorgeous colours. This purple toadflax is just about to flower. Very stunning. I really love them. I've got them coming up everywhere. I popped out the cornflowers and more calendulas, and this is a winter calendula, and it's got a tiny, tiny, tiny flower. So we'll just have to see how that does. Would be really lovely to have some calendulas in winter. So as I said before, last time I think I told you I took out the massive broccolis, and I've popped in loads more greens in here. Got a couple of broad beans, but I'm not a big fan, and yeah, I'm just putting them in just for fun really. But these that parsley is doing really well. I've got some lovely chard. I've got a calabrese here. I've just sown some rocket, and that's already come up. I've sown some more beetroot, just direct sown the beetroot and the rocket. I've got loads of rocket coming up, which is really great because I love rocket. I love salads. I like a bit of salad on my cheese sandwich. Along here, let's see, so I've put my Cape gooseberries in this bed here. I moved all the little the greens because there wasn't enough room. Beans are in. Beans are getting going. Loads and loads and loads of pumpkins self-seeded here, so I took them out and passed them around other allotmenteers. I've left one in there. So the reason for these cages is to try and create a frame for the Cape gooseberries, because they do get incredibly leggy and takey ovary. So I'm hoping that these that I've taken out the polytunnel are going to suffice. So I took out the middle poles from the two bottom ones to get the pot in. And then just in the meantime, this isn't permanent or anything, I've just popped these seedlings out before they go into the ground, just to harden them up and give them some more sunshine. They were in a really sheltered spot. So I've direct sown some night scented stock along here because mine weren't very successful, and there's already a couple come up here, some night scented stock. Not sure if you can see that. And I've popped some more calendulas in here. And I've also popped direct sown some tagetes in here. I've not had much luck with them in the past, but it's not going to stop me trying again. Let's see what else I can show you. I'm really pleased with this here. I was hoping to give away lots of these plants into my son's new gardens, but I don't know, they're still here, but they're looking absolutely gorgeous. The Skelder Rose only had a couple of flowers on it this year. Last year it was covered in flowers and lots of lots of berries. But this year I'm guessing they have their seasons, don't they? They sort of flower prolifically one year and then have a rest year, because it's put on an awful lot of growth. So I'm thinking in the autumn I'll probably need to cut something back, keep it cut back. This is working really, really well. I love the new height. I really like the canes that I put across the top there. Oh, this camera is so terrible. So these are the onions that I had to take up because I had that horrible, I don't know what it's called, some kind of onion and garlic. It's in the soil and it kind of just digs into the bulbs and eats them. So I was getting them on my garlics, so I took the garlics up, and then I took the onions up as well because some of them were starting to flower and flop over, so that means that they're ready. And these are all the casualties from when I trim or do gardening, so I'm not as careful as I could be sometimes. So this is what it looks like from here. So I think I made a really good start this year. I'm really looking forward to getting more food and cut flowers off here, and starting some outdoor activities for the local community. That's always been my dream for this plot. That's why I've created it like I've created it, with lots of space for people to sit and enjoy each other's company and learn, and develop skills, that kind of thing, because my background is adult education and special needs education, and this is definitely something that I want to try and make happen on here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you get out and about, enjoy other people's gardens, enjoy chatting to people. Cheers.